morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on your time. My fellow freedom fighters and lovers of freedom, Biafrans, Oduduwas, and the Middle Beltans. I welcome you back to Omo Biafra TV, where we bring you the latest concerning Biafra movement and actualization. Please, if you're watching without subscribing, go ahead and smack the red button, click the notification bell, so whenever we upload, you get the notification. My brothers and sisters, on the video we're about to watch is where our brother Simon Ekpa is debunking the lies of the news media, working with Malami and Buhari to underrate the Biafra movement and all the freedom fight. We ask you to join your voice wherever you see them. You need to stand up against these lies and impunity, because by the mercy of Chukwuokike Abiama, affliction shall not rise for a second time against the Biafran people. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu shall be free to declare Biafra for you and I, and at last we shall celebrate the song of victory. He say, let's watch.
Have the right. He do not have the right to make such assertion against the indigenous people of Biafra, because we don't know where he got the information from. So, and as a news as a journalist, because he went to interview the fake man in Asorok, he is now close to Asorok people. So he has joined the league of those who are trying to bend the truth, so that there will be a issue of a reference. Some other, someday they are going to make reference to it. Once they begin to say ESN is burning police in Nigeria, ESN is killing police people, ESN is doing that, ESN is doing that. At the end of the day, one day they are going to begin to make reference, just like they are making reference to this particular news report against Abba Kaire, or for Abba Kaire. Because when this news was reported, Abba Kaire did not react to it. He did not react to it. He did not debunk it. He felt that it was on top of the game in Nigeria, and today they are using it against him. So I have now led the background to the reason why we are coming live every day. I have now laid background for the reason why, for those of you who are saying, you people are talking too much, you are not with us. So I am declaring today, if you see any Biafra, or anybody with Biafra name that come on social media to say you are talking too much, you people are talking too much without action, I declare that you abuse and insult him until he gets brain. From today, we are invoking, if you know how to attack the person on that social media, go ahead. Unleash everything you can, because he is not part of us. He is not part of us. He is only using the name of Biafra to come to begin to distract us. Anybody that tells you, you people talk too much, block him. Block him. Don't want to see that kind of comment. Anybody that says, oh, it is time for action, tell him that as we are waiting for action or having action, we have to continue to talk and increase the talking. Because if we do not increase the talking, one day, they are going to be making references to most of the things they are reporting, and we are not debunking them. I'm telling you, not just to debunk. It's not just to come to say, oh, I didn't do it. We have to be debunking them with more superior argument. Factual, not just coming to say for saying sake. We have to debunk them objectively, debunk them with more superior argument and fact. That is what we have come to do today, to debunk Reuben Abati, and we urge him and ask him to apologize for that misleading question that he was asking our lead counsel, Barrister Ejiofor. And here,
but I know that you guys have approached the African Commission on Human and People's Rights to specifically accuse the Nigerian government of abduction. Where are we with that?
No, we're waiting for the communication has already been sent to them. We're waiting for further directive from the African Union, and I believe we also find affidavit of urgency. There's a certain urgent attention to that correspondence. So I believe, and we're checking up. But I believe I should be more attuned with the issue of abduction and arrest than you, as being fair, with all fairness to you. So I believe I should be more attuned with that. What arrest amounts and what abduction amounts.
No,
so
I don't need any education on the subject. No, I don't need any education.
No, well, I'm a lawyer, and I don't think.
No, don't worry about that.
I'm an expert in this field, Mr.
Don't worry. You are not in a position to educate me.
You see, don't worry. You are not in a position to educate me. You understand? Ruben Abati say, you are not in a position to educate me. Don't worry about education. Look at it. You are not in a position to educate me.
Amount and what adoption amounts.
No,
So
I don't need any education.
What is listed?
No, I don't need any education.
No, well, I'm a lawyer now. I don't think.
No, don't worry about that.
I'm an expert in this field, Mr.
Don't worry. Don't worry. You are not in a position to educate me. Don't worry. You are not in a position to educate me. No, don't worry about that.
I'm an expert in this field, Mr.
Don't worry. Don't worry. You are not in a position to educate me. No, don't worry about that.
I'm an expert in this field, Mr.
Don't worry. Don't worry. You are not in a position to educate me. I don't need any education.
What is listed?
No, I don't need any education.
No, well, I'm a lawyer now. I don't think.
No, don't worry about that.
I'm an expert in this field, Mr.
Don't worry. Don't worry. You are not in a position to educate me. I did.
You see, don't worry, don't worry. You are not in a position to educate me. You see, you are not in a position to educate me. And you invited him into your program. You invited him to your program, and at the same time, you are telling him you are not in a position to educate me. So Ruben Abati do not know the meaning of education. Ruben Abati do not know the meaning of educate me. You know, as he said, because they actually what he did by inviting Barrister Ejiofor is for Barrister Ejiofor to come to educate him and educate his followers or his listeners, because the question he is asking Ejiofor, he don't know the answer. He don't know the answer. Did he know the answer of the Africa whatever human rights? He don't know. So he need to be educated on the response or what the content of that application is. He don't know. Did he know the reason why court did not bring Nnamdi Kanu? He don't know. He needs to be educated on that. Did he know also what transpired in Kenya, that Nnamdi Kanu was not taken to police station in Kenya? He didn't know. He needs to be educated on that. Did he also know that those who were arrested on their way back from Abuja on the bridge, what is Kogi Bridge or whatever? Did he know that Barrister Ejiofor, they have also taken so many moves to make sure that those people are released? He didn't know. He needs to be educated on that. So if Barrister Ejiofor is not in position to educate you on this particular issue, then why did you invite him? Why did you invite him? Because you cannot contact the people that Ejiofor is dealing with, authorities that Ejiofor is dealing with, and ask them this direct question, and they are going to answer you. It is not possible. It is not possible. You have pride. Your PhD is rubbish. It's just a paper. It's just a paper. Ordinary thesis you write. It is rubbish. You people parade yourself. Immediately you go and write your thesis and do this, and you say you are PhD holder. PhD does not make you have brain. PhD does not make. Are we not seeing PhD holders? So because you are PhD holder, Abati. So for that reason, Barrister Ejiofor cannot educate you. Barrister Ejiofor can educate you on this particular, as a lawyer handling this case. He can educate you, and the reason he appear on your program is to educate you. Probably you don't know the meaning of education. You think that education is that Barrister Ejiofor should come and teach you international law, or I don't, maybe international business. So Barrister Ejiofor should come and become your tutor in international business, and then you say, "Oh, you cannot teach me. You cannot educate me." I don't understand. So Ruben Abati should go and check what is education, or have to say someone, "You cannot educate me." He is educating you on the things you don't know. That is education. You invited him. You asked him a lot of questions, and those questions you are asking him, you don't know the answer. So he needs to educate you on what they are doing. He needs to answer those questions, and not only for your consumption, but for the consumption of the people viewing and watching your program. So what do you mean by he is not in a position to educate you? And at the same time, he's not in a position to educate you, but you are misleading people on purpose. You know the difference between arrest and abduction, but you refuse to report it the way it is. So you are misleading your audience on purpose. What do you stand to gain by saying that, by continuing saying that he was arrested and he jumped bail, What do you get by doing that? When you know the actual thing to report, but you know it, and then he's correcting you. He's correcting you. You say he cannot educate you that you know the difference between them, and you say you are sorry. I'm even surprised how that sorry comes. I'm even surprised with this kind of pride. How were you able to say you are sorry? Because maybe God arrested you, you don't know when you said it, that you are sorry. At the same time, you are telling him he can't educate, he is not in position. He is not in position to educate you. Let me make it very clear. Ruben Abati, Barrister Ejiofor is in all position known to man and the devil to educate you. He is in position to educate you because you know nothing. You know nothing. The way most of you talk, most of you journalists in Nigeria, you know nothing. And if this is the thing that the people that will go, the best that will go to interview the president, you can imagine the mess in the country. Can imagine the mess. Somebody say about